So my guys, the Motor City Machine Guns won the WWE Tag Team Championships off the Gorillas of Destiny, or as we call them in WWE, the Bloodline 2.0. And as a fan of the Machine Guns for the past 15 plus years, one of my favorite tag teams of the late 2010s, I feel a little conflicted about this decision. So let's just start off with the positive. The part that I'm loving about this whole situation is that WWE seems to finally try to remedy an issue I have with the tag team division and their relationship with that division and the titles. I've said that ad nauseum on this channel and to all my friends and people who I talk to about wrestling. I did not like the fact that WWE would take these titles and put them on factions. Now, I don't have a problem with them being on factions, but the extra step that WWE takes for me to get upset about this is they put them on factions, and those factions barely defend those titles. They do nothing to elevate those titles. They do nothing to help out the tag team division, which in essence defeats the whole purpose of those tag team titles existing. So the actual tag teams are just wrestling for no reason. For no reasons, and these factions are using them just to forward a plot or a storyline, which is ridiculous. But to WWE's credit, in the past 2 weeks, they've been doing a pretty good job to try to turn around this division as a whole by having a tournament on both ends, by having Adam Pearce talk to the Judgment Day, by bringing back the War Raiders, having the Motor City Machine Guns here, and now we finally get one of the titles freed and back into the tag team pool. So I'm excited about that. But the part that I am really kind of conflicted about is, although I like the Motor City Machine Guns, but to have them win the title after their third match on the main roster is kind of crazy. I know how great they are. I know about their legacy, but given the fact we got people like the Street Profits who haven't won the title in a long time, teams that people are pretty familiar with, it's kind of disrespectful to those type of individuals, right? Because for me, I thought that when the Motor City Machine Guns debuted, I thought that maybe the Street Profits can definitely win that tournament, win the tag team titles, and then you can have the Motor City Machine Guns have a feud with somebody, you know, that has nothing to do with the title, so they can build up a repertoire with the fans, so people can get acclimated to them, become fans of theirs, and then they could turn around and possibly take the titles off of the Street Profits. But the more that I think about that concept, the less it makes sense. So let me explain this to you guys. So let's say, for instance, the Street Profits won that tournament. That would be great. Everybody would be excited. Everybody would be happy. Now, for the Motor City Machine Guns, I don't think WWE's plans for them is to book them as a heel tag team. So for a tag team like the Street Profits that a ton of people love, a lot of people have been familiar with them since the NXT Black and Gold era, and on the main roster in general, to have a new team that no one knows about, no one is even attached to turn around and take the titles off of them, that is going to inherently make them a heel tag team. Or if you're trying to book them as a babyface and the crowd are booing them, that is a bad situation to be in. So in the sense that people are not too familiar with them on WWE, it makes sense that their tag team title reign happens now so people can get acclimated to them, but also their title reign doesn't even have to be that long. It doesn't have to be longer than a month or two. It don't have to be that long because no one's attached to them. No one will be upset with them losing those titles. Now, in saying that, for the Street Profits, we've all been waiting for them to win these titles again. And all the fans of theirs share the frustration of theirs where they don't win these opportunities. They haven't won the titles in a long time. Everybody wants to see the titles back on them, right? When somebody has never gotten a title or haven't gotten one in a long time, you instantly get the support of the crowd if you are somebody that some people like. And that is the case for the Street Profits. People love these guys. So in their situation, it's justified for them to turn complete heel. Kind of like how they were with the Pride, but without the suits, guys. Because ever since, I don't want to see another suit on WWE or on TV between Gunther and Cody Rhodes and all the political stuff. Like, I'm getting tired of suits right now. I can't wait till all this is over, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But you can turn them completely heel. And you could have them destroy babyface tag teams like DIY. And help DIY to get a babyface rub, because unless you've been watching Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano since NXT Black and Gold, or even before that, if you guys have watched them in Evolve, if you haven't seen those matches between those two, if you know the Chicago Street Fight at Takeover, or all the other things that they did as DIY and NXT on the main roster, you have no reason to have an attachment or even care about them as a tag team. You really don't. So to have the Street Profits have matches with them and possibly destroy them, then it gives them a babyface rub. Maybe they'll gain more fans on the main roster. That'll be great for them, and then that'll be great for the Street Profits. So for them to turn around and then take those titles pretty fast off of the Motor City Machine Guns using heel tactics to cheat their way, I mean, they can even have a series between them and Motor City Machine Guns, where the end of it, not they don't have like a best of 7, but just have a couple of matches against each other for the title, and then the Street Profits can actually take the titles off of them using heel tactics. Then I can make them one of the biggest heels as far as a tag team on WWE that isn't attached to a faction, and you can give them a pretty good title run with that because there's so many baby faces that they can face. You got DIY, you got Motor City Machine Guns. You can even have them face people from NXT if you want them to, not even for the titles, but just in a regular match. You can do what you want to do with them. But then the Motor City Machine Guns can go over and face someone like Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza. They can go against A-Town Down Under, which really needs to break up, but they can be part of the catalyst of when they finally break that up, because they've been building up the breakup for them for like 50 years, bro. It's time to break them up. Like, why are they still in a relationship? It's toxic for the both of them. But they can be a part of that and have a feud with them that has nothing to do with the title, especially when SmackDown goes into 3 hours. So personally, I feel like it makes more sense to go into this direction in the long run. I know most of us wants the instant gratifications for the Street Profits to win the titles now. But I think if they play it out the way that I'm talking about, I think it's more beneficial for the Street Profits and the fans of the Street Profits and for the tag team division as a whole. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Salute, peace, have a good day.